What's up, folks? This is Jason, Certified Financial Planner and host of Fighting Words Financial. Today, I wanted to take the time to update you guys on the Nikola situation. If you're new to my channel and you didn't check out my video that I did on August 19th about Nikola and how I thought that the company was going to go to zero, I do want to note also that I never used the word fraud in that video. That was used a lot in the comments, but I definitely never said it in the video. I'm not a lawyer. I don't really understand, the legal definition of fraud in this respect, but I knew and suspected that their claims regarding battery technology and particularly their claims regarding hydrogen production couldn't possibly be true based on the simple physics of the matter. As of today, I went this morning and I went and worked out. I got my morning training in. I came home. I sat down on my computer and I see this article, which I'm going to pull up right now. Look, update. Short seller Hindenburg alleges that electric truck maker Nikola is an intricate fraud in a new report. I don't think this is news to anyone who is a subscriber of mine, right? So MarketWatch is really referring to this report that was done by Hindenburg Research. Hindenburg Research is a company founded by a great short seller. And his name escapes me right now. I'll go back and look it up and put it in the comments later. But they produced this report this morning entitled Nikola, How to Parlay an Ocean of Lies into a Partnership with the Largest OEM in America. Now, what they do in this short article, and you can actually get a PDF version of this if you want that's more intricate, but they talk about Nikola and how they built this intricate fraud with dozens of lies since its founding, and they've gathered a bunch of evidence, including recorded phone calls, text messages, private emails, and behind-the-scenes photographs detailing dozens of false statements by the founder, Trevor Milton. And they claim to have never seen this level of deception at a public company, especially of its size. Now I know what some of you are thinking right now, and they address this at the end of the report, but I want to talk about it right now. They're saying, oh, well, if they were a fraud, then how would they have fooled, GM? How would they have fooled all of these other people that have partnered with them? So here we go. Every now and then comes a story around that exposes how little the experts really know. Theranos, if you guys don't know who Theranos was, I encourage you to go look that up, but it was a giant fraud as well. They inked partnerships with Walgreens, Safeway, and Cleveland Clinic and staffed its board with luminaries. We think that Nikola's partners did not do their research. They're basically saying that an intricate enough fraud with a good enough salesman can be executed for a very, very long period of time, just like it was with Theranos. The name escapes me of the young lady that ran Theranos, but for years and years and years, at least for 6 years, she ran a scam on a technology that didn't work and that many, many people had doubts about. But she was able to ink these partnerships with these major Fortune 500 companies for this blood testing technology that she supposedly created that didn't exist. Now, my main issue with Trevor Milton is that he has claimed to make these breakthroughs in battery technology and claimed to make these breakthroughs in hydrogen production, which simply didn't seem true, especially when I really started digging into the things that he was saying and the technologies that he said he was going to use. The claims always seem to be vaporware. So, he has never demonstrated that he really has a working truck. He showed, a prototype version moving at about 15 miles an hour. The Nikola, for their demonstration, had the truck towed to the top of a hill on a remote stretch of road and simply filmed it rolling downhill at about 15 miles an hour. Last year, in October, they announced that they were going to revolutionize the battery industry. Trevor Milton claimed to have had a breakthrough, or his scientists had a breakthrough in battery technology. It ended up, though, that they were really going to get this battery technology through acquisition. Even that acquisition turned out to be vaporware, and the president of the battery company that they were going to buy had been indicted months earlier over allegations he had conned NASA by using his expense account to procure prostitutes. So Nikola never walked back any of these statements relating to battery technology. Instead, they kind of doubled down on them and continued to publicly hype the technology, even after they were aware of all of those issues. But really, I think that the lid blew off of this with GM's announcement. Especially when we realize that they plan to use GM's battery technology instead. GM has not filed any patents recently with new battery technology. They haven't published any white papers. They are years behind behind Tesla in terms of battery technologies. Other things like, the spokesman for Volvo, a spinoff AB, a hydrogen cell fuel company, states that they formerly partnered with Nikola and called Nikola's battery and hydrogen fuel cell claims hot air. In addition to now using GM's battery technology, Nikola seems to be bringing nothing to the partnership but concept designs and their brand name. And up to $700 million they're going to be paying GM for the cost of production. So they're not producing any of their own vehicles. Nothing that they have is under production. Their battery technology at this point is confirmed to be vaporware, and the inexpensive hydrogen is fundamental to the success of the business model for Nikola. Now, Cathie Wood was one of the first people to come out and publicly say that this didn't look like it was going to be able to be done in a manner that was cheaper than, say, Tesla could get their vehicles on the road, or cheaper than, say, Hyliion already has drives on the road, and they're starting production of their vehicle in 2021. Trevor has claimed in presentations to hundreds of people and in multiple interviews to have succeeded in cutting the cost of hydrogen by 81%, which coincidentally is pretty much exactly the number she needs to debunk Cathie Wood's total breakdown of, total dismissal of his business model. He claims to already be producing hydrogen. Nikola has not produced any hydrogen at this price or at any price, and he admitted that when he was pressed by the media. I think one of the biggest signs that this was a scam, though, is that former Nikola CEO Trevor Milton made sure that he wasn't going to walk away with nothing. He already cashed out $70 million of the stock. He basically, signed a sweetheart golden parachute deal that said he would be paid $20 million over each year for the next 2 years if he ever got fired from his company or something like that. I think that this article is really just an indication of what my subscribers already knew. It's that the wheels are coming off of Nikola, and this fraud is going to start collapsing. I'm not a lawyer, remember that. So, just because I'm calling it a fraud, it doesn't mean it fits the legal definition of fraud. All right. Anyway, guys, that's just my opinion. I encourage you guys to go to Hindenburg Research, and I'll leave the link to this article in the description. Read it for yourself, and you'll realize that you guys pretty much talked about every single thing that was in here. There were a few, like I said, I'm not sure, but I think every single thing was either mentioned to me in an email or mentioned in the comments. So thank you very much for watching my channel. If you guys like the video I did on August 19th, or you like this one on Nikola, and you think the information is valuable, please subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you very much, guys. Have a nice day.